As a kid, I was happy, outgoing, friendly, and then it seems like as you grow up, you go through junior high, which is really hard. You go through high school, which is hard, and you kind of get insecure and fall back into yourself. And OSU has brought me back to being the happy-go-lucky kid that I actually was. And so rather than like changing me, it kind of brought me back to my roots. Anyone can tell you I am a completely different person than I was when I came my freshman year. I really was. I was really quiet. Even in my sorority, I only met like 3 or 4 girls. And then I slowly became acclimated and started becoming a tour guide. Was one of the biggest things, is that it was my job to be outgoing and meet people. And so I started finding myself and realizing that I wasn't actually a shy person. I was just insecure and didn't know myself well enough to get out of my comfort zone. And then being at OSU, I just found who I was. It's just amazing. I can't thank OSU enough for getting me to where I am. I
recently looked at a few pictures of myself, like from a baby, like growing up until college years, and it almost brought a tear to my eye, being able to see just how far I've come. My family, they were excited about the possibility of me going to college. They were a little depressed about the fact of me moving out of the house, things of those. I probably got a hug for a good 45 minutes. I couldn't get out of the house. My best friend's father was an alum from here, or is an alum, and I would go to tailgates. They took me to a few football games. It was the first football game I ever went to. I believe it was OSU versus Texas A&M. There was a lot of school pride, and that really stood out to me, knowing that I could go somewhere and still feel as if I would have a family here. I think I'm really starting to find my path in life on what I need to be doing in order to make an impact on society. And that's really what I want to do. I want to be able to find some way that I can use my talents to help others. I'll know that I did come here for a purpose. I did achieve my goal.
As a kid, I was obnoxious and outgoing, but I didn't know how to use that characteristic. But now I know how I can use being very outgoing, a people person, and wanting to help others in a more directed path through ways like the Cowboython philanthropy, being a tour guide. My brother's 3 years older than me, and he was at school here. So during my high school time, I got to come up and visit. I saw homecoming, which was incredible. But when it was my turn to start choosing colleges, I tried everything I could not to want to go to OSU, because I was always known as Matt's little sister. So I applied to a bunch of different schools, but every tour that I went on, I was just thinking about OSU and how friendly the people were and how beautiful the campus was, and I couldn't stay away. OSU has really shown me that if you want something, you can get it. You just have to work for it. As a senior starting my last semester here, it's very bittersweet. Moving away from the people is going to be the hardest.
Well, all the way from California, it was definitely it's a long way to go from home. But my mom is a high school counselor, and so when I was looking at what I really wanted in a school, big school spirit, I wanted a lot of support for athletics, as well as scholarships too. And so all those things really aligned with OSU. And then when I came out and visited, and I just completely fell in love. I think what's changed the most is the amount of self-confidence I have, I guess. Just with all the opportunities you have to succeed here, and then just all the great things you can get involved in. Then it's really just getting more involved with what you have interest in, really feeling free to truly explore what you have a passion for. As I was actually driving back with my mom after freshman year, I told her I feel like I'm leaving home right now. It's kind of weird how fast the transition takes place from first semester being really scared and not sure even where your room is, to then after freshman year feeling this is where I'm meant to be, this is my home. I can't believe I only have a year and a half left. When people say it flies by, it truly does fly by. I only have one more season of football games. You just want everything to slow down because you just have so much fun, and this is just such a great place to be that you want it to last as long as possible.
OSU kind of felt right because I'd gone into this other school out way out on the West Coast, and I was like, I'm getting away. I'm going to be a new person. I'm going to try this new stuff. My parents were like, just take the tour of OSU. Take the tour. I've been up here so many times for games, homecoming, we just come hang out sometimes when I was younger, but I'd never just taken the tour. It was a really nice day, classic, nice day on campus, and I was just walking around and I was like, I can see myself here. I look back on my freshman year and I look at that person, I'm like, wow, is that me? Because it's just so strange. OSU is completely changed me, everything. just every year I think this is going to be the best year of my life. And every year it just keeps getting better. So just the memories I've had here and like all the experiences I've had, like this is home, like this is where it is.